Hi, it's Steve. In this video, we'd like to show you how to replace the door hinge on your range. It's a really easy repair. Let me show you how we do it. Now, to do this repair, we will have to pull the range completely away from the cabinet so that we can access not only the back, but the complete side of the range. So the first thing we'll need to do is to disconnect the power. Either locate the electrical panel, turn off the appropriate breaker, or remove the appropriate fuses, or pull the range out far enough that you can unplug it. Once we've done that, we can start the repair. Now that we've disconnected the power, our next step will be to remove the oven door. That just gives us easier access to the hinge mounting screws, and it's very simple to remove. Simply open it to the broil position, grasp both sides, and pull straight up. And then you can set that aside. Now, if your model is a coil top, you can simply lift that top up to access the screws that secure the side panel. If you have a saran top like this, you'll need to remove 2 screws that secure that top to a mounting bracket just underneath the lip of the top. These screws are a 1/4 inch hex head screw. Now next we'll go to the back of the range. We're going to remove the main rear panel as well as this top access panel, held in place with number 2 Phillips head screws. The access panel on the top has slightly different screws, so keep those separate. Some models may have a single screw on the very bottom at the center. You simply need to loosen that screw because there are some tabs on that bottom flange that fit into slotted openings to hold it in place. We're just going to set that aside. Now, if we're only replacing one hinge, we simply need to remove one end cap. Now, next we'll remove that access panel. And we could just let that hang in place. Now, if you're only replacing one of the hinges, you would simply need to remove only that end cap. If you're replacing both, you'll need to remove both end caps. Now, there's also a hidden screw for that end cap located in underneath. So our next step will be to remove the main top. We'll begin by disconnecting the wiring harness, depress the locking tabs, separate the harness. We're then going to go to the front of the range. We're going to lift up on the front of that main top, lift it off of the pivot points, pull the harness away, and we'll set that top aside. Now that will give us access to that remaining screw for the end cap. It is a 1/4 inch hex head screw with a number 2 Phillips center in it, so you can use either to remove it. Now next we'll need to remove that side panel completely. There are some screws across the top and then along the back panel as well. Now on the back edge of that side panel, we'll note that there are a couple of screws towards the bottom that we'll need to remove. These are the same type of screw that secured the back panel in place. And then there are also 2 more at the top that not only support that side panel, but the mounting bracket for the console as well. Now, these screws have a lock washer attached to them, so be sure to keep those separate. Now, with all of the screws removed, we're going to pull that panel away from the side of the range. Use caution because there may be some sharp edges. Just pivot it out a little bit, then we'll lift up on it at the front, and that will disengage these keyhole slots that mount into these 2 shoulder screws, one at the very top and one near the bottom. We're just going to set that panel aside. Now our next step will be to remove the 2 mounting screws for the hinge. We'll need to pull the storage drawer out to access the lower screw. These are typically a 5/16 hex head screw. Now with the screws removed, we're going to reach in from the back side and lower that hinge out of the opening, and then we can discard it. Now before we install that new hinge, what we do suggest is that you run the screws into the 2 existing holes in that new hinge because they're not pre-threaded. It's easier to do with the hinge unmounted. And you simply need to turn it in a couple turns. And that will cut enough of a thread in there that you should be able to mount it easily. Now we're ready to install the new hinge. We're going to begin by pushing the portion that the door sits on through that slotted opening. Pivot it around into place. Then we'll line up the screw hole. Make sure it's tightened securely. You can then close up the storage drawer. And now we're ready to put the side panel back on. So we'll begin by lining up those keyhole slots with those shoulder screws, keeping a little pressure towards the center of the oven. Make sure that they slide down over both of those screws. Pull the panel into position. We'll begin by installing the 2 screws that secure the top of the panel. Now with that panel held in place, we'll begin by putting those top 2 screws in that had the lock washers on them. Next, we'll install those 2 screws that are lower down on that panel. Next, we'll reinstall the single screw on the top. We can then reposition that end cap. Put that bottom mounting screw in for the end cap first, and the 2 side ones. Now we'll rotate that range. We'll reattach the upper access panel. Now when installing that panel, we'll want to make sure that we keep that harness above this bottom flange and tuck that portion of the harness through that opening. And the top portion of that panel needs to tuck up in underneath the back of the console. Now we're ready to put the main top back on. Now when installing that main top, we want to make sure that we line up that grill at the back with the vent opening. So just keep it even side to side. Press it back into place so that it's flush. The screw holes in the front should line up. We'll secure that. And once the front is secure, we'll again go to the back of the range. Be sure to firmly reconnect that wire harness. Make sure both locking tabs engage. And now we're ready to put the back panel on. We'll begin by setting the bottom in place first. And as noted, there's a little notch on that tab in the center. I'm going to sit that down over top of that screw. And we'll also line up those 2 metal tabs on the outer edges, the slotted openings. Just pivot it up into place. We'll secure it with a couple of screws. Then we'll just continue to reinstall those retaining screws. And be sure to tuck the top portion of that panel in underneath the access panel. And now we'll go to the front of the range again. We can push the range back into position. Make sure that both hinges are in the broil position. And we're simply going to slide that door down over those hinges. Verify that it opens and closes easily. We're ready to reconnect the power, and your repair is complete.